we're still recovering from the tropical storm. The utility companies, some are doing a better job, some are doing a worse job. Con Edison and PSE&G are doing the worst jobs in terms of recovery. I've asked the Public Service Commission to do an investigation, and they're in the midst of that. But this is an old story at this point. There will be storms, and the utility companies know that. I've spoken to them about this numerous times. The essential service a utility provides is, at this point, it is preparing for a storm and recovering from a storm. That is the essential service. That is the art form for utility. And Con Ed and PSE&G did a lousy job. It's a technical term. Lousy job. They were not prepared, and they didn't anticipate what it would take to get back online quickly. And there's nothing new here. There's a mutual aid system. We've deployed the mutual aid system when numerous geographic areas are hit at the same time. The mutual aid system becomes stressed, and then that utility had to prepare with enough additional crews to do the repairs quickly. And it's not an excuse to say, oh, well, everyone was stressed and the mutual aid system was stretched thin. We know that's going to happen. It is inevitable. And that's what they're supposed to be prepared for. They're also supposed to be prepared to provide people with information so people know when the power is coming back on. It's not an excuse to say we were overwhelmed with calls. Of course you were overwhelmed with calls. That's what happens after a storm and when power is out. Look, I'm personally disappointed in them because this is a conversation I've had with them. But forget the personal disappointment. PSC, I have told them to be as aggressive as the law will allow. Because New Yorkers are fed up. And especially Nassau and areas within the Con Ed jurisdiction, they're fed up and they're right. And I'm with them. The PSC is doing the investigation. Depending on what they find in the investigation, they can require fines, penalties, restitution. And I want the utilities to know that we do not abide by the concept in New York that anything is too big to fail. Your franchise can be revoked. I am not bluffing. I don't bluff. Your franchise can be revoked. Con Edison, your franchise can be revoked. And I am as serious as a heart attack. PSE&G, you know your franchise can be revoked. And that is a real possibility. Well, we're big, we've been here for a long time. I don't care. If you're not serving the people of the state, they give you a license to provide a service. If you don't provide the service, they will revoke the license. And the license is your franchise. And again, I don't want to prejudge the PSC investigation. We'll get the facts. But this is not our first rodeo. And we'll get those facts. We'll get that report. But this was entirely unacceptable, in my opinion.